Hello and welcome, Pixel fans, and welcome to Civ 5 Tips and Tricks with me, Critical Pixel, and Yujit here.
Hello!
Yes, my Civ person that I play Civ with. So, here we have some, the Greeks today we're talking about, and we're going to give you some tips and tricks on them, which are, to start with...
We want to have a little look at their unique units.
Yes.
We have here Alexander's Companion Cavalry.
Yes, they are slightly faster and slightly more powerful
than your regular horsemen.
Very good, and because horseman units are very good for attacking and getting your war on, because they're so quick. So you can build them and they come straight back in. And
just look at that speed. Look at that speed.
5 speed rather than 4. They're like the fastest of the horse units.
Yeah. And an extra nice thing is you get extra great general points from them as well.
Yeah,
so if you start killing things with them, you're going to pop a great general sooner than you would if you were killing with other units.
And on higher difficulty settings,
that can be really handy.
Extremely handy, because you need that extra boost. You need the extra percentage that they give you. On the extra boost that you can get from the great general.
Or to pop them as a fortress
defensive
in a bottleneck.
Yes, very handy. We got the Hoplites as well, which are not that great, but they're slightly more powerful and they're very good against enemy horsemen.
Yeah,
super good against enemy horsemen.
Basically, they might look a little bit obsolete.
Well, they are now. They are obsolete now, but we kept them around just so we could demonstrate
against horses, they'll still do the job.
Yes, exactly. So.
They're basically an upgrade of your normal spearmen, just a little bit stronger.
But the main focus of Alexander is the city-states.
Yes.
The city-states is probably the thing that will make you win.
Because if we check out the old Civilopedia on Greece, Alexandri, Hellenic League, city-state influence degrades at half and recovers at twice the normal rate.
That is amazing.
This means over the course of an entire game, you're going to spend essentially a quarter of the amount of gold that someone else is spending for the same amount of city-states.
And once you get your policies up in the, the patronage
tree.
Because you can get down and also reduce the amount of money it costs you to put money into city-states.
That would be the first one there, philanthropy.
Yes, you definitely go for that one. And also...
science and more happiness.
Once you max out the patronage tree as well, they'll degrade even slower.
Yeah,
so
another 25%. No. When you max out the patronage tree, it degrades
everyone else
other people.
Yes, so it just basically cements you
as the
top
winner of everyone who loves the little guy.
Now, if you don't think that city-states are useful, city-states are very useful. Even if you think, oh, a fisherman one, well, that's not that good.
Like a fisherman one? Oh, we've got a fisherman. What's that giving me? It's like, oh, wait a minute. That'll be giving me food.
Food is incredibly handy. If you get extra food, it means you grow bigger and your cities will produce more. And
however, what you really want to keep your eyes out for are these ones with the little 3 dots. These are the mercantile city-states.
That gives you happiness. Extra happiness.
Happiness because they
can never have enough happiness.
Resources that no one else in the entire world produces. You can't find them on the map. You can't make them yourself. You have to become friends with a mercantile city-state to get them.
However, mercantile city-states are in Gods and Kings, so if you have vanilla Civ, you will not have mercantile city-states. So,
in which case, you just want to keep an eye out for your cultural city-states.
We are big fans of cultural ones, but on the higher difficulty settings, you might want to go for the military
ones to pop some extra units for you.
If you do get a lot of military city-states, it does mean that you don't have to build an army. You can just spend your time building up your cities, which can also be a handy little strategy.
The downside of that, of course, is if your economy starts getting into trouble and people still keep giving you units, you might just be going, I can't pay me army.
You can just sell the units they give you for money, which
it feels so bad selling a unit.
Yes, exactly. It's like bad business sense to do that. But
just send it to die somewhere. It'll be fine.
You can turn off the gifts of units if you get into that situation.
You can.
You probably want to be spending your money on another city-state if you're in that. Oh, there's also faith city-states which are handy if you're playing faithfully, but then again, that's Gods and Kings.
That's Gods and Kings also.
Yes.
That's what the faithy one looks like. Little prey hands.
Yes, little prey hands. Faith is very handy. Do not neglect faith. But if you do neglect faith, it's not the end of the world because it's only an early game. bonus.
Early to mid game.
Early to mid game, yeah. You later game, it doesn't do much at all. It peters out.
So the little city-state icons are as follows. You've got a little nautical ship's wheel for your seafaring states.
That give you food.
Yeah, not
mercantile, sorry.
Seafaring, they give you food.
Yes.
You've got the little 3 dots for mercantile, which give you happies. You've got the praying hands for religious, which give you faith. And you've got the... Where are you? There must be someone around. Crossed swords.
Ah, yes, crossed swords. Alamati, yes, he's a...
For military city.
I've had many a time being
the
in wars with
almighty
Alamati.
Almaty.
Yes, I remember many a game with Almaty.
Is there anyone else? I don't think so. I think that... Oh, the culture city-states, which is the little sort of quill and paper.
Yes, culture city-states, especially early game, will give you a huge
Very
boost.
handy, because then you will pop more policies and get more stuffs.
Yes, and more policies early game can really turn your game around.
Really turn the tide, especially if you get down the liberty tree faster than other
people. The Liberty.
Liberty!
Yes, the Liberty. As we were saying before, Liberty Tree in the policies is your go-to thing because of the free settler, unless you're on the high difficulty setting.
In which case
you
it
want to go
might
military one.
be honour. Might be worth going honour.
Honour is not something to be neglected. We neglect it a lot because we...
it doesn't really fit our play style.
Yes, exactly. We're not particularly war-y, but you can't neglect it when you're coming up to attack. But that free settler from Liberty is just too good to pass up at the very beginning.
If you say have a raging barbarian world, then honour would be very handy.
It all depends on the world you're playing, but
yeah, it depends on what situation you're in as to what is the best at the time. It's just Liberty is usually the best all-rounder to go for.
Yeah, tradition is only good if you've got like
if you're just going to be keeping small. I mean,
one city challenge, I think.
One city challenge tradition
definitely
go fine. Also, if you had a particularly small map, if you were just playing a small map.
Yes.
And you're only going to be able to get 3 or 4 cities out no matter who you were.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, we'll leave it there, and hopefully we'll give you some more interesting tips and tricks next time. So until then, see you then.
Ta-da!
Bye!